So, this next deck that I've been looking forward to for a while, I call it Exodia. Why is it called Exodia, Wiggles? Well, Wiggles, I'm glad you asked. This deck is called Exodia because we are playing with a V-Union card. V-Union cards say that once per game, during your turn, if you have all 4 of these cards in the bin, you can combine them into a card and put that card on your bench. Now, the downside is these are all technically the same card. These are all Greninja V-Union, so you can't have multiples of these. You can't have 4 of each part of this card. You have to have 1 of each, and you have to get all 4 of those exact 4 cards into the bin. There's a couple ways we're going to try to do that. This deck specifically is playing with Peonia. She says, put 3 prize cards in your hand and then put 3 cards back into the prize cards. So we can check if one of them is in the prize cards. We can try to grab it that way. We're also playing with Adventurer's Discovery because this lets us grab 3 of them out of our deck, put them into our hand, and then hopefully Ultra Ball them away, Professor's Research them away, whatever it may be. Whenever you play with a V-Union card, the question you have to ask yourself is, how much am I going to rely on this card? Is this my win con, or is this just like a fun backseat plan that we can have going? If it's your win con, you have to keep in mind, you're not going to have this early, and it's worth 3 prize cards, and you still have to power it up. So I don't recommend going all in on these. I've tried a few different iterations, and this is kind of the best one I found. And Kingler is what I would like to call the water version of Alolan Executor. Lets us power itself up, it lets us power other things up, and Kingler has a VMAX that guarantees to power up and does a lot of damage. So this is a first draft kind of attempt thing, but it feels pretty powerful when I tried it against the bot. So let's see if it works against people. And we get to say Exodia Obliterate every time. There are 4 or 5, I think there's 4 different there's 5 different V-Union cards. There's Pikachu, Greninja, Mewtwo, Zacian, and Morpeko. I believe that Greninja and Mewtwo are probably the best ones in terms of having a supporting cast that you could build around. Put on something else here. Let's put on Shaz. I believe that Greninja, because Greninja gets to play with Lumineon without having any downside of that, it feels really good. Because Lumineon, well, we don't want to start with the Lumineon, but it's actually a solid card to have because it can get us our Adventurer, which gets us 3 Greninja pieces. Also, Greninja actually does have a way to obliterate the bench, which is why we're doing that, so we can say, Greninja, obliterate! Okay, fire deck versus water deck. You love to see it. If you're the water deck, if you're not the fire deck, they don't like to see it. They don't want to see it. Okay. Okay, that's a good draw, actually. Let's use that now. Okay, we're gonna grab this one, because this can either get us a Kingler or it can get us pieces for Greninja. So let's see what we got. Okay, so 1, 2, okay, 3 of our pieces are here. That means 1 of them is in our prize cards. Now, what I take that to mean very quickly is, okay, we need to ease off the Greninja plan. We're still going to get these other 2 pieces into our hand, but we can't really use this as our main strategy right now because they're not all there. If they were, it'd be a different story. Okay, now let's see how lucky we get with our pincer. Yay! Alright, because we have Blunder Policies in this deck. We're not playing them, like, we don't have any right now. So it's for the best that we got the heads there. And we get to power up a Lumineon too to be able to shuffle back into the deck, with the water energy shuffling back into the deck as well. This game already feels kind of over. Woo! Oh. Well, GG, opponent. I evolve Kingler into Kingler VMAX. Just because we can. Slap him around a little bit. What happens if they play a discard both hands, draw 7, etc.? What do you mean? What do you mean likewise? Like if you're saying what happens if they have a way to make us discard our hand and draw 7 cards? If they have a way to make us shuffle our hand back into our deck, I don't think there's any way in standard legal to make people make opponents discard their hands. I could be wrong about that, but I don't think so. If they make us shuffle it into our deck, we kind of go back to square one. That's why I think this is probably the best balance I have found so far, because we're a Kingler deck, right? Our deck can win with just Kingler. It's hard because Kingler damages itself, but it's not impossible. And if we're winning with Kingler and we don't need the Greninja, that's great. But if we're not winning with Kingler, we're struggling, we can just kind of have that other plan going in the meantime. Like trying to get this Greninja together. It's like they play their third Blue Eyes White Dragon and the chips are down and you're losing. What do? You obliterate. You also have to say something, yeah, okay. Batchet Man brings up a good point. There are some cards that make you discard. If they made us discard our hand, that'd be great, actually, if we have the Greninjas in our hand. The hardest part is getting them into the bin. And it's one of those things, it's difficult. It's difficult because the V-Union cards are for dead cards, right? Like, those cards are just, they're worthless. Until they are in the bin together, they are just dead cards. You don't really want to draw them. They're good Ultra Ball fodder, but that's it. So, okay, we have 9 basics, so it's unfortunate. And we don't get to know exactly... Okay, so starting with Greninja is not the best. We have an Arven, though, so we can get our VIP pass. We also have an escape rope. So Arven's going to get us a... Kingler and a Blunder Policy, and we have the energy and the escape rope. So this is a pretty solid starting hand, actually. And it's another fire deck. Yay! Yeah, right. I think the only one that comes to mind is it was Imposter Professor Oak, right? That makes him discard. No, that says shuffle their hand into their deck. I think. I don't know. Like I said, Expanded's not really my forte. Okay, so we Arven here. Now, we do have Peonia next turn if we need her. For now, we don't have a VIP... Okay, all of our VIP policies are there. That's pretty brutal. We can still get the Nest Ball and the Blunder Policy. We just need the Kingler. Oh, wait, I don't know if there's VIP passes in this deck, actually, now that I think about it, because we don't want them. Never mind. Okay, so we put this here. Bark is just mad because he's angry. Let's use concealed cards here, see what we get. Maybe... Oh, maybe. Probably not this time. Probably not this time. Maybe, though. Maybe next time. Okay, and we Falling Bubbles. Maybe? Well, drawing cards is better than not. That's a good point. That's a very good point. Hey, there's one. Alright, sweet. Potato Heart Guy, thank you for the follow, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. Okay. So, also, the Greninja, when it comes together, it has 4 different moves and 3 abilities. So that's the best part of the V-Union cards. You actually feel like you're with a real Pokemon that has lots of different options. The next one we're going to get is probably the Zacian. The downside is you cannot use credits to get the V-Union cards. You can only use crystals or codes. Now, that is unfortunate. I liked my hand, but that's okay. They had a lot more cards than we did, so it's probably fine. Now, Lumineon is excellent here, because Lumineon's going to get us, since we already have the Professor's Research, this is going to be an Adventurer's Discovery. Squavit and Togekiss. I'm going to write that down, too. Ooh, okay, they're playing with this new... I haven't actually seen anybody using this. A Vengeful Punch. Okay. Oh, and this is for a tool, which is actually kind of works for us. Ha 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 ha. But do we want to do that, or do we want to just destroy it? Let's Lumineon first. Let's go to our plan. Let's do what we're here for. Because the other thing is that Adventurer's Discovery can get us the Kingler VMAX that we want here. Okay. So, again, it's only 3. So that is notable. Let's grab 2 of them and Kingler VMAX. That there. There. Don't need to do that. I might as well, though. Let's thin our deck a little bit. Now, one thing that we do have to be a little bit scared about... Ooh, a Poplio, that's a good one. Is that we don't want to deck ourselves. And this deck kind of flies a little close to the sun. So we're probably not going to play that out. Okay, let's do this. One there. Let's put 3 here so we can shuffle that back in. That also shuffles the energies back into the deck for Exodia when we get it. Kingler is a really powerful card. Do I take deck submissions? You can drop it in the Discord. Like, are you saying you have a deck that you want me to try? Because I try pretty much all of them that go into the Discord. But I don't usually necessarily do them on stream unless it's something that strikes me as, like, neat, fun, different, something cool. I mean, I run out of ideas just like everybody else, right? So I'll play most things. And if you want to drop them in Discord, ping in the role sign-in channel that you want the Pokemon Trainer role, and you can see the deck channel. Okay, boss's orders. What are they after here? If they pull Lumineon, that would actually be great. They pulled Greninja. That's not great. That's rude opponent, and I hate it. It is. Yes, Batchet Man. That if the streamers have that particular game, it does work between them. Okay. Let's see here. I think we have to be off Greninja, off of Exodia strat this time. We're so far we're through so much of our deck already. But let's do this and grab Peonia. And hopefully we get lucky and find that last piece. Now here's a fun fact. If you do it 1, 2, 3, they will go back. Okay, so we did do it right. So we're going to do Irida's on 1, Irida's on 2, and Blunder Policy on 3. So 1 and 2 are both Irida. Going to retreat. Kingler back. Actually, let's put Lumineon back out there, because this gets to knock out Charmander and not take the damage. So, ha 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 ha. Oh, I'm jealous of the Cyndaquil. Oh, did you want to put the energy down, opponent? Josh Grief, thank you for the follow, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so we don't want an Irida and we don't want a Blunder Policy, so let's start at 6 and just see what we get. Actually, an Irida would have made sense there. We're close to getting Exodia. Batchet Man, thank you for the follow, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so they have Pidgeot going for them. But we have a lot more going for us. The Charizard would be a little scary right now. Kind of depends. They can't use Artisan. They could have used the other one to get them a rare candy, but they can't use Artisan to help them there. Darn it! Now, this is why we're a Kingler deck, remember? Cyndaquil's a good one to deal with. Okay. We're further from decking than we were, that's nice. And they used Iono after using Pidgeot, which was a mistake. Unless they, I guess they probably got Iono with Pidgeot, and they were just trying to keep our hand from getting too full. Probably what it was. But now you need to accept one. Right, and that's a good point. They're all in the bin, right? They're all in our deck now. We just kind of have to realize that that's not going to happen this game. Like, this isn't a Greninja game. Okay, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. What we're probably gonna do here is grab boss's order, like grab a Lumineon, grab a boss's orders, and take out the Arceus. I don't want them having that and Pidgeot. That's really powerful. Although, they don't have a lot of energy right now. Let's see what Greninja gets us. Okay, we just got the Lumineon organically. That's excellent. So let's grab boss's orders. Powering up Lumineon while we're here. You. So that part I haven't had much experience with, Batchetman. Batchetman. It's Batchetman, isn't it? That part I haven't had very much experience with myself. Because to do battles and stuff, you need to be in not the streamer. And I pretty much only use this while I'm streaming. There is a Discord though, and the Discord for this, for the Pokemon community game, has a list of streamers that play with it. So, so it is Batchet. Okay, Batchet Man. Whoa. Okay, now it's very likely that this is about to evolve into a Charizard, or this one is. And if it does, we are in trouble. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. I should be using the Greninja more against their basics. You're not wrong. If I had prioritized that better, we would probably not be in this situation right now. Good shout. Very good shout. Fortunately, I gotta be kind of pot committed at this point. Yeah, it's too late to use Greninja there. That's my issue, right? Is I think they're about to knock this Kingler out, and we don't have anything ready to swing back here. Yeah. Oh, they didn't! They didn't! Now we will, if we try, so, Okay, we're gonna have to go for the Hail Mary here, y'all. So we're gonna ditch these two to grab this one. Let's see here. Try this and see what we get. Okay, so next turn we get to do it. Next turn we get to do the thing, which means this turn we have to feed them probably Greninja. I think we're done doing this. So yeah, let's look like we're doing something else here. Let's keep that, actually. Okay. Actually, I guess I can if I'm going to be Professor's Research. That was stupid. Oops. Now, I don't think Greninja's going to be good enough here, but we get to do it, so we're going to do it. Yeah, their bench is too beefy. But this will give us a good chance for me to show y'all why it's so good. Rip Greninja. So we will put this Kingler out. They're gonna knock it out. That's part of the plan. Okay, we do this. We go here, and we summon the unstoppable Exodia. So, that's it. Now we get to, let's look at their hands, see what they got. VIP Pass, Shock, and Headquarters. So they don't have much in their hand. They do have the Pidgeot, so they get whatever they want in their hand. Let's see here. Okay, so we're going to put this energy here. We're going to use Bubbles Galore here. I don't think we're going to be able to win this one. And hitting them for 240 would knock us out, and we don't want to knock ourselves out because then the Charizard just gets to knock us out in response. So let's do this. Put 2 of these here. Those there. That one only goes up to 3, right? Yeah, so 3 is the max that one needs, so let's also just put 1 here so we have more things to shuffle into our deck if we need to. And let them take out the Kingler. Alright. Boom. You dropped it directly. Excellent, excellent. Alright, so that was the thing. Is it good enough? No. Is it cool? Yeah. Now, it's wild to me, and y'all, seriously, that is how much effort we had to put into to get this card out, and it still has less HP than this Charizard. And it's a V, so there's more counter to it than the EXs. So that's, I mean, it's kind of crazy, right? Newer cards are definitely a little pushed. And it's worth 3 prize cards. So. Yikes. Hey, yeah. Power creep go burr, indeed. Indeed. Honestly, I wouldn't hate if they made more of these V-Union cards. I think these are neat. That's a cool idea. Okay, so we're going to put this here. Let's see. A smarter person than me might be able to figure out how not to lose here, but it is not me. Well, let's see what they got. What's in your hand, opponent? Okay. Yep. Pretty standard. They are playing the good Charizard deck, so we can't feel too bad here. So, some of the other V-Union cards have much bigger, like, big attacks than this one. This one only goes up to 180. It says they can't retreat, but they're not gonna retreat, right? That's not what they're there for. That's probably what I'm going to do Zacian next. Zacian's big attack is like 300 and something. Oh, okay, they win. Well played, opponent. Well played. Sweet Charizard deck. That's alright, though. That's alright. I'm just happy we did the thing. GG. GG, we tried. We tried. And eventually we're going to have one of these games where we don't start with one of them in the prize cards, and that takes a whole extra step to deal with. Exclamation point ticket for a chance to win. Too many tickets. Now, we have 9 basics in our deck. The fact that we've been mulliganing this much is just unlucky. Or as they say, unlucky in Overwatch and Dota. Okay, so starting with one in our hand is actually fine. It's alright, you got your entry in. Okay. Now, the Nest Ball's kind of worthless at this point. We really only want this to get a Kingler out. We can't use this to get any V-Union cards out. You don't want to cheat Lumineon in. I guess we could use it to get Greninja. Never mind, not worthless. We did spend all our luck on the build tech, you're not wrong. Alright. Alright, opponent, what you got? What you got, Papa? Papa? Barca is asleep under me right now, which is unfortunate because my butt fell asleep. Can't move the chair, though. There's this precious sleeping baby under me. It's not a real baby. It's a dog. Precious sleeping puppy dog. Ooh, okay. Okay, so this is something different. And I guess we're not using that for that because we just drew it organically. So this is something different. They're going to be doing Decidui. What they're going to be pairing with that is anybody's guess. Let's do this. Just because we can make them switch. I shouldn't have played I should have done that first. I wasn't paying attention. That way they can't draw a card. Just keep them off a little bit. A little bit. Congratulations on the catch there, Wander. Flexing your Esper. I know it's not flexing it. I got that. Just being a butt. Oh, you like Esper? Excellent, excellent. Okay, so this is another person playing with the punch box thing. I haven't seen anybody playing with that, and today there's been several. This is only if it's knocked out. So they must be an Oink Cologne deck. Okay. How lucky are we? Okay. Alright. So we could go for it, y'all. And hope they don't have... If we had a Professor's Research or a way to get it, I guess we could Arven for an Ultra Ball and get a Lumineon and get it that way. Yeah, let's try that. I wanna get Exodia going here. Let's see what we get here. Okay, the Ultra Ball's nice. The Ultra Ball's very nice. Now we get to ditch these two. For Lumineon. Okay, and next turn we're going to use that. For now, we're going to switch Kingler in. Yes, put that there. Yes, why not, right? Okay. Okay. We need, what, 4? Yeah, we only need 4. I guess we can get 5. We might actually get to do Exodia faster. The power of Greninja. Okay, that's great. That's not an Iono. That was kind of my fear. That's why I was happy to Ultra Ball now and get 2 of them in the bin so we don't have to get all 4 again. Poniard. Okay, are they a Bisharp deck? Opponent's cooking with something. If they don't start evolving things, though, they're going to have a very bad time when Greninja comes out. Because Greninja can do 100 damage to everything on the bench. That's the power of Greninja. It is nice seeing a lot of different decks in play. You're not wrong. Okay, so let's do that. We don't need to get another Kingler out. And now we get to do this. Summon the unstoppable Exodia. Put that there. We're going to evolve this. The reason that we want to guarantee get the energy for this one. That is a pretty board, y'all. Everything has all the energy it could ever want. And next turn, the pain starts. I mean, we could. We could definitely use Greninja. I mean, you bring up a good point here, Dronoff. We're doing the inopportune thing. Like, this is not the ideal play. For sure. But it's going to be really cool. Opponent, please don't concede. I don't like playing him, Batchet Man, I agree. Okay. In Gambit. Okay, but you can't do any damage yet. So, okay. Sure. Thanks for saving me having to do that. Let's do this and see what we can get. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's see. We don't need the Blunder Policy. We're going to put that at 1. We don't need the Worker. Put that at 2, and we definitely don't need the Nest Ball. The Worker's at 2. If they play a stadium we care about, Worker's at 2. Oh, let's see, before we forget. What's in your hand, buddy? A rare candy and a Clara. Well, in that case... Twister Shuriken! Slap them all. Slap. Oh, that means they get to King Gambit us. Okay, that was clever. That was clever on their part. So that's what they're doing. That's their deck, is King Gambit plus Vengeful Punch. I haven't tried that one yet. Exactly. Exodia is always the correct play. Now, we might lose our Exodia here if they have they don't have a Steel Energy, right? We checked. That's not what was in their hand. They would need a switch and that, and they don't have it. Okay. Well, now I'm scared. Please don't ice my Greninja. If they do, I mean, they get 3 prize cards, but we have plenty to do. Interesting choice. Interesting choice, opponent. I am intrigued. I have to blow my nose. Sorry, y'all. Boom. You know, we actually probably would have struggled against this opponent if it weren't for Greninja being able to knock out so many things at once. They could get a Clara, and they do have the 1 Steel in the bin. They have a Clara. Okay, opponent timed out, I guess. They might have bugged out. Remember, this game is a little buggy sometimes, and people can't click what they need to click. So that doesn't necessarily mean they're not here. The problem is they can't also switch this Rowlet out. And if they play any of those other basics out... You're right, we could just Radiant Greninja here and it would be over. Alright, we got to do Exodia. We'll win this game. We'll win this game. We'll just win it. Never mind, I changed my mind. Twister Shuriken! Sorry. It's not optimal. I know. But it's cool. It's neat. And now they have to play things out. Or not. Okay. They have basics in hand. They're just done and don't want to concede. That's fine. Yay, Exodia! Woo! We did the thing! We did it, y'all. We did the thing. Oh, right. We're supposed to pretend to be shocked when we draw a card that we put there. A Nest Ball? How does that help me? How does that possibly help? Oh, wait, we win. Woo! Okay, so they were Decidueye. Decidueye, King Gambit, Vengeful Punch? That's not bad. I don't think I want to make that one, though. That sounds kind of like a lot of moving pieces to get together that aren't necessarily complementary. Okay, here comes the Charizard deck. Maybe it's not the Arceus Charizard deck. Maybe it's just a regular one. So we're going to play this one smart and actually prioritize Greninja here because that was a really good shout out. Okay, we do want to go first because we don't play with VIP passes. Okay. Having the Professor's Research, the Arven, and the Peonia in hand is actually pretty solid. The first turn, Arven's going to get us Blunder Policy and a Nest Ball. One of the things I really like about the V Union cards is it's very much how much do you want to emphasize that card? Because I have a feeling y'all would probably play this deck differently than I do. Which is neat. That's a good draw. That's a very good draw. Okay, here comes the Charmander. Interesting choice. What do you mean a free version of this deck? You mean one without the Greninja V Union? Oh, you mean the opponent's playing the free version. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so I think the correct play is to Arven here. So it's very possible the correct play was actually to Ultra Ball for Lumineon and use Adventurer's the Adventurer's Discovery, so we could get all 4 pieces. But again, that gets us pretty heavy into trying to do the V-Union thing here, which isn't very good against the Charizard deck. Yeah, so hopefully we can just rip aheads here and get the energy onto our Radiant Greninja. Okay, perfect. So now if they don't evolve this turn, it's gonna die. Okay. Ball's in their court. They have 1 turn. 4 cards in 1 turn. Now, Wingull could evolve this turn and get them a Professor's Research, which makes it very likely that they have what they need, but why do I say these things? Why do I put this energy into the universe? Classic. That's a great emote. Little dancing beaver. There used to be a button for that. I think it's, I know, right? Not like this. What have I done? Okay, they're supposed to have to reveal it, but I think the game is bugged. I don't think they're going to reveal it. Yeah, they're supposed to have to reveal it. Okay, it was a Jacques. Okay, now if they get a Charmeleon... Okay. Now if they don't have another Charmander... Okay. It's gonna suck to retreat this, though, and use all of our... That I'm not looking forward to. Now, see, our other option here is actually just to boss's orders this to the front. We might do that so we don't have to get rid of all of our energy here. Because we could, if we could knock out this as well, we would do that. But since we can't, I think we're just going to boss's orders this one to the front. Let's just do that. Yeah, exactly. Let's stitch these 2 things here. For the Kingler. Okay. Alright, so all of the pieces are here. So we're going to grab a Lumineon. Okay. Okay. Would have loved to just have the Adventurer's Discovery right now. Making them ditch that Charizard is great for us. And they got rid of a Charmeleon. Oh, great. We don't have a way to do 220 damage, or we would. We have to do what we were originally planning on doing here. Which is a shame. Magmortar! Now the good thing here, Arceus has no energy on it right now. They're probably going to evolve it and get to find whatever they want to find, but it still doesn't have any energy on it yet. They may Raihan? That's a good point. They may Raihan. Here. Okay, there's one. We're actually not going to play this water energy before Professor's Research, because if we can, ideally here, we would get a water energy. Okay, we did. And the King... Okay, so the game's over, but we're going to do this first because we can. Summon the unstoppable Exodia. Put that there. Put that there, and win the game. Woo! Yeah, they break pretty hard. Yay, we win. And we got Greninja V Union out. Yay, see, it's a really good backup plan. If they hadn't bricked that hard, we might have needed that. Solid. Solid. Do we have a giveaway running right now? We do! For a long time. Batchet Man, congratulations! Woo! I got time for like one or two more with this. Is Treasure Energy in that standard in that deck? I don't think it's I don't think it comes in there on its own. I think they put it there. I don't really like Treasure Energy unless you Treasure Energy, Dream Balls, and Peonia together. That's a fun combo, but by itself, not really. If y'all have not tried Peonia and Dream Balls before, it's not a worse way to do things, it's just a really difficult way to possibly have a really good payoff, so it can work. Okay, unfortunate about this, but what can you do? Well, how are y'all doing while we wait for our opponent to find out what they want to do? Y'all doing good? Hope everyone's doing good. Having a great time. I really appreciate y'all hanging out today. It's been a lot of fun. Glad to have everybody here chit-chatting, hanging out, playing Pokemon cards. Theory crafting, discussing the bigger problems in life, like, Wiggles, why did you do that? That's a big problem. Fire deck. Fire deck. Well, they also don't really want to start with that. That's a good draw. Because this Peonia, it technically isn't, but it sure reads like draw 3 cards. Because they play Magma Basin in this deck, we're going to actually probably Peonia before we Worker, unless they play the Magma Basin, then we'll play the Worker out. But we kind of want to keep this as our interaction if we can. You know what, actually, these Workers should probably be, because we have so many other supporters that we're playing, we kind of keep having this problem of too many to play. I should change these into vacuums. Need to get some full art Peonias too. Okay. Okay. So that's, we're dealing with that. Beaky and Nuts, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Glad to have you here. Did I read your name right? BK Nuts? How would you like me to pronounce that? Okay. This is kind of tough. Let's put one energy here in slot number 2 and Kingler in slot number 3. Dr. Technique, thank you for the follow, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Okay. So that's a professor's research later. Play this here for now. So we can't use this attack while we don't have a basic Pokemon. Fun fact. You got it, buddy. Start that giveaway. Ideally, we don't have any Greninja pieces in these 4, 5, and 6 cards. And we just get to Lumineon or Adventurous Discovery, get them in our hand. We're going to play the Lumineon this turn if we do, because we want to have a second Pokemon out here. They're not doing anything. I don't know if they're AFK or what, but... Now, here's another fun fact. We could actually take this game to sudden death if they don't play anything. If we draw water energy... Okay, we didn't. Hey, that's a good draw. Okay. Let's grab those two, and let's actually grab the Kingler here. I don't know what our opponent is doing. I know, right? That would have been great. If we had drawn it, I probably would have done it, because that's just funny. You know what these remind me of? Those Twitch emotes where it's like you get the 2 and the 2 and right next to each other, you make a bigger picture. The Exodia of Twitch emotes. What's the separate... No worries. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So these are what I've been calling Exodia. This is a very specific card that if you have all 4 of these in your bin, like we're about to do next turn, you can pull them out onto the bench as one big card. They're dead cards right now because they can't really do anything. Grease315, thank you for the follow, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we're about to get to do it because they played something that doesn't going to shuffle our hand up. So we'll get to see. Now we are going to switch the Kingler in first. Because if we can, we want to get the Kingler to have an energy. Okay, so this is what they're up to. Opponent just unbricked. What's up, my friend? Exclamation point ticket if y'all want a chance to win a pack. We're going to do a giveaway after this game. Second professor's research is a little brutal. Also, don't forget to switch first, Wiggles. Switch that in there. Finster McFufu, I like that name. Thank you for the follow, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alright, y'all. We're going to summon the unstoppable Exodia. Yeah! Okay, now we're going to put this here. And try and hit a heads here. Yay! Alright. Alright. Never didn't have it. Super lucky. Etc. Etc. Okay, so we're gonna put these here. These here. Now they have to evolve this turn or we're gonna kill it. Faint it. Knock it out. What is Greninja's ability? So Greninja actually has a couple. We didn't do one of them. We should have done one of them, which is Feel the Way. Once during your turn, you may have your opponent reveal their hand. It cannot be poisoned, and items don't do anything to this card. So it can also grab 2 energy from your discard pile. It can do 100 damage to each of their bench Pokemon. It can do 130, or it can do 180 and not let them retreat. Lots of powers. Lots of powers there. If y'all haven't checked it out, go look at the V-Union cards in the client. They're neat. They're all neat. Except for Morpeko. Morpeko's just bad. Well, for my Morpeko fans out there, I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this. That card is not great. Alright. So we're actually going to Arven here for an escape rope. And a Blunder Policy, because we can. Noel-Cado? I probably butchered your name, but I am sorry. But welcome, my friend. Glad to have you here. Put that there. Let's give this Kingler the Blunder Policy. Healed away. See what they got. Okay, so they have the Charmeleon and a Charizard. I don't know why they didn't do anything, but we're going to go ahead and take care of this Charmander. Homer Simpson, well, you already followed once today. Homer Simpson, welcome back. I don't know why you unfollowed, it hurts, but you know, whatever. It is 3, yes, V-Union cards are worth 3 prize cards. Opponent, what were you doing? Alright, let's do that giveaway, then we're going to do one more game with this and do a separate giveaway, so boom. Boom. Homer Simpson, congratulations, my friend. Oh, you didn't follow earlier. Oh, well, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome, my friend. There's a code for you. Alright, let's do... Mark that as complete. Do one more giveaway here. I would love to keep streaming with y'all. Oh, it wouldn't show up if you did. Okay, so I am the stupid one. Apologies. Sorry to leave y'all. I know we got a lot of people here hanging out. My butt is falling asleep, and I need to stand up and move around. So, once more into the Exodia breach. We're gonna do this so we get extra money from the game, the chat game. All right. Okay. Let's go second this time. If we get to pick, I think going second's actually better. Because Kingler can attack first turn. We have a lot of supporters that we want to be using first turn. See, like, this is much better going second. Because we have Adventurous Discovery and Peonia. So Adventurous Discovery is going to grab us 3 Greninja pieces, and then we're going to ditch 2 of those to the Ultra Ball. We could possibly grab the 4th one there, but we'll probably grab Greninja. The little one. Okay, opponent's brewing something. So this is a deck, I don't even know what to call this one yet. Probably just cute rats. They're cute rats. They're not just rats. These cards very specifically need to play together. This one says, if Togedemaru used Togedash, you can use this next attack. And this has Togedash, so they're trying to paralyze. Am I right? No, this is a not taking prize cards thing. Okay. Well, we're going to do this first because this is hilarious. No, you get to put that one on your bench. Sorry, friend. Alright, now we're going to Adventurous Discovery. Are all 4 here? All 4 are here. That is excellent news. Excellent news. Put this here. Ultra Ball 2 of these away. Grab our Radiant Greninja. That, okay. The Nest Ball's not super valuable here, but it's whatever. Greninja and both of our Greninjas will actually destroy these cards, because they're all super squishy. So here's hoping that's what it comes to. It didn't. Shame. Okay. They hit us with our own spell. Brutal. That's probably smart. They're going to be hemorrhaging some cards here. This is not the Mimikyu we're scared of. Opponent's cooking something, y'all. Okay, so they can't use Cheerful Charge. That's exciting. Lots of level balls. Opponent's playing a real squishy deck. Real squishy stuff. Okay. Start here, see what we get. Okay. It's tough. I think we Arven because we can get a switch and a Blunder Policy. Actually, we can get an Escape Rope and a Blunder Policy. That's even better. So again, we don't want to fight the one they want us to fight. They have a very specific order they need to do things. Of course, this does let them have the Dedenne next turn if they want it, but they need an electric energy in their hand to do that. And maybe they don't have it. Maybe they don't have it. Right? That Shuriken attack would be so good. Okay, so they chose this. So they're going to have the Hisuian, the Electrode be the one that comes out next. That's fine. That's just fine. Okay, Tails is fine here because we have the Blunder Policy now, so that's not a problem. This is neat that this doesn't require any energy. It's just not, you know, good. I would have saved that card if I was the opponent. That's about to be a whole lot more. And here's the Morpeko to finish it off. Because you use Togedemaru, then Dedenne, then Morpeko. Put that there. Let's use this. Now maybe we'll get lucky here. We got really lucky here. That's exciting. Okay, so we're going to do that. We got to summon Exodia again. That there. Summon the unstoppable Greninja. Oh. Okay. Let's take a look at their hand. So they have Jet Energy. That's their surprise there. But what they don't have... I mean, we're gonna do this, right? Because they can't knock us out here, and we can switch and get them so good with Greninja next turn. Like, we're gonna wipe their board next turn. You want to see a very sad opponent? Just tune in. Now see, this card, notably, it doesn't take any energy to do its attacks, but it does to retreat. So they're counting on us to knock this out, and we're denying them that free switch. And this says if this Pokemon is knocked out, not if any Pokemon is knocked out. I mean, they got Tails anyway, so it doesn't matter, but... Oh, this is gonna be nasty, y'all. Are y'all ready? I'm ready. Let's get freaky with it. I want this one to be back out here. Goodbye to your bench, my friend. Oh, one after another. Let's grab some prize cards. Oh, that felt good. That felt good, y'all. Now, in our opponent's defense, they're playing with a bad brew, but most people don't do what we're doing and just get to sweep 100 damage across the whole board. That's just nasty.
You're a monster.
I am a monster. Yeah, rip. That felt a little bad, y'all. That felt a little bad. Would you like to do 50 damage or draw 3 cards, friend? What a game to end it on. Alright, let's do the wrap up, the giveaway, and we'll raid somebody here. Wowzers. What a game. I will answer that. So that is a great question. So BK Nets, BK Nets wants to know how to get this card. So you cannot get V Union cards with credits. You have to go to the shop. You go to view all bundles, and you scroll down for a bit. They're 100 and let's see here. They're in here somewhere. They're near the bottom. I don't remember exactly where. They're 1,250 credits. So each of the bundles is the same thing. 1,250 credits. But alright, so final thoughts. This was really fun. This felt like a really good balance of Kingler is just a powerful card that has the ability to power up other cards, and Greninja kind of wants that. It wants to be second fiddle, right? Like, you want to be able to drop the base without having to start with the base. And Greninja's great for that. Lumineon's a really powerful card. It enables this. Adventurous Discovery, if you're going to be playing V-Union, Adventurous Discovery and Peonias are kind of a must. You need to be able to do those things. Like I said, I'd probably change these workers to some vacuums, though we have a lot of supporters here, probably too much. You can only play one per turn anyways, and we don't even have any Pokegears, because we have Lumineon, which is an even better Pokegear. So, ultimately, would play this deck again, will play this deck again. I'm going to find other fun ways to do this, and I hope y'all do as well.